Hello and welcome back to Steam It with Steve. Today we're going to have a play around with Adobe XD, which is an amazing prototyping tool, which allows you to quickly build an interface and then sort of test, see if it's got enough traction, and hand it out to people to see whether or not they like the product as well. So this is a really useful tool, and let's jump on in and see what it's all about. So XD is pretty simple. You can log in online and get access to it. And then, yeah, you've got a pretty cool little space to work with. So the learning intentions that we have today is understand the process of creating and styling the artboards that you can do in Adobe XD, learn how to import content using the repeat grid function, master the and defining interactivity in the transitions between the artboards, and then explore reusing colors and character styles for efficient workflow. After that, you'll be then developing the skills and building the adding non-scrolling elements and then using the scrolling groups to make it work. So what is a prototype? Hopefully we'll remember this from the project management. A prototype basically allows you to build something without actually building the final version of it. So it lets you test, see if something works, and then before you invest all your time making sure that the thing is all polished and making sure it's working perfectly, you can go off and test, and then if it doesn't work, then you can go back to the drawing board. So what is Adobe XD? It's a vector-based user experience design tool. So it's used for designing and prototyping user interfaces for web and mobile applications. So you can put it on tablets, you can put it on the PC, even onto your phone, which is really, really cool. So there's the link that I want you guys to follow along with. So if you open that guy up, it's going to come up with a whole tutorial series for Adobe XD. So if we scroll down, there's some really good videos here. So it goes the introduction to the design. So we click on that. Then I want you to create and style an artboard, import the content. It's really important that you play this and follow along in Adobe XD as you're going. Define the interactivity, reuse the colors and color scales, and then put your final touches on that. So just pause this video here, have a go with Adobe XD, log in through Adobe itself. Pretty easy to do. So if you just go Adobe XD, getting started. And then there's a whole heap of different things inside that you can sort of go off with. Cool. Then the next step after you've done all those is to go with the prototyping. So if we open this guy up, this will then show you exactly how to do prototyping. It's made by Danny Beaumont. So they go through way better than what I can do. So it gives an introduction to prototyping, the wire artboards, the auto add and automation transitions, using the drag and transition between the artboards, add overlays and simulate the UI elements, and then work with voice triggers. So there's some pretty cool stuff in that. So have a play with those, and we come back. So for this lesson, hopefully you played with those. The conclusion that you should be thinking about is how would you apply these skills learned in designing a mobile app for the real world client? In what ways can the repeat grid feature streamline your design process? And then reflect on how mastering Adobe XD can enhance your career opportunities in future designs. So that's it for me. There's a little Kahoot there that goes through some of the stuff that was covered in those videos, which is really, really useful. And hopefully this helps when you go off to build your own prototype for your game or application as well. Cool. So that's it for me. Thanks again. If you have liked the video, please give a link down below. A like down below. And if you can, like and subscribe does help as well with the YouTube algorithm. Thanks again. Hopefully you built a really cool prototype and you've had a bit of fun with Adobe XD. Awesome. See you next time on Steam with Steve. Adios.